Hello guys, to maybe make a video. I haven't made a video for a long time. I might be uploading more in season 1 of chapter 2 of Fortnite. Anyway, this was before even the end event. So yeah, and there's Call of Duty gameplay, but yeah. Anyway, we're gonna start from season 1 of chapter 1 to season 10. Okay, so it all started off on an island where people could battle off, and there would be a 100 PvP, and whoever was the last one standing would win the game. And yeah, that would basically keep being it. New stuff were being released into the island, like launch pads and stuff. And there's also some skins like the Recon Expert and the Renegade Raider and stuff like that, which right now are super OG. But yeah, there's also the island also had basic locations like Dusty Depot, a one house in like the middle of Tilted, because there was no Tilted at that time. There's also Fatal and Anarchy, and yeah, there's some the thing was like the map was like a plane and stuff, and there's also stuff like you could also get double teamed inside the game, which yeah, you're able to like team kill your teammates. Yeah. You can check season 1 gameplay, and yeah, that's pretty much some season 1 stuff. Well, yeah, that's basically all, because season 1 was only a one island, kind of barely in the updates. It also had Save the World as an extra game mode of the creator of the V-Bucks called Dr. Vindertech. And yeah, there's a lot of stuff that were just like that. Yeah, it was an OG classic island, and nobody really played at that time because the game wasn't like super fun or anything. Yeah. Anyway, the next season we're gonna move on to, which I was playing because season 1 didn't really have anything. It was only a basic season. Yeah, but anyway, I'm gonna show you guys a video of something. Wait, or actually no, I meant a picture, but I'm pretty sure it's here from season 1 or season 2 because I can't see what images are coming up. And this is a 30-minute video, so yeah. Anyway, here's the picture that I'm gonna showcase. Those are one of the most popular OG locations in season 1, 2, and stuff throughout the whole entire Fortnite. Anyway, yeah. And there was also what was that location called? Oh yeah, it was this location right here. Anyway, yeah, Dusty Depot was only had like 3 chests in it, but mostly like barely any loot. Yeah, it wasn't that good, but yeah. Anyway, in season 2 we had our first ever thing called the Battle Pass, where you can level up. With tiers, or you can level up with tiers and stuff like that. Like you can level up only with the daily challenges by leveling up normally. Yeah, stuff like that. And it also had it had the skin Sparkle. It had Sparkle Specialist. It had Blue Squire. There was also a female version of Blue Squire. There was also Black Knight as the final tier, which there was only 70 tiers in the whole entire battle pass. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna move on to the next thing. Okay, so during season 2, there was also there was still like no map changes and stuff. They did have some new items like mini shields, snowball launcher as a limited time weapon, team killing was still a thing. Yeah, those stuff still exists by that time. But yeah, basically, and mostly it's probably all for season 2 because there wasn't that really much. Anyway, we're gonna move on to season 3. Season 3 is probably like the best season since it came out for people. It had 100 tiers. It also had a bunch of new locations as a map update. And yeah, a bunch of stuff. So the tier skins were a space skin, I don't remember his name. There was also the elite agent, Dark Voyager, and I'm pretty sure there was some more. You guys can comment if you knew one, if you know one. Anyway, because they'll heart that comment. But there's also for tier 100 John Wick skin, and yeah, it was just a fun basic battle pass, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, it introduced the new emoticons and back blings to the game, and yeah, basically a lot of that stuff, and it had a lot of map changes. All the map changes that were there were Tilted Towers, Junk Junction, Haunted Hills, SHAREfactory and stuff. Yeah, it was a very fun season. And but then the meteor was coming, so yeah, it started getting bigger and bigger until on the last day, on April 31st, was when the meteor was about to when it strike. Then came season 4, which had these two bases, the heroes base and also the villains base. And then during season 4, it was mostly a big season because the location Dusty Depot was changed to Dusty Divot, a place where there was these consumables called Hop Rocks. Because you also use them, and in a location that got even more bigger, kind of more popular. One that got bigger was Moisty Mire, because they had a new playset. Anyway, it also had the battle pass, which of course 100 tiers, which was Carbide, Technique, there's Valor, Battlehawk, and pretty sure, yeah, there's also Omega and stuff. I can't really remember all names because it's been a long time, because that was 1 year ago. But yeah, those were a lot of skins. They also introduced a new thing called sprays. They were pretty good at the first day, but then some days later they got pretty boring. Wasn't really useful for anything. Yeah, it wasn't very useful for any of that stuff. But yeah, the other stuff is that it's these stuff. There was also a location that was also destroyed that was very popular in OG. That was called the Factories. Wait, okay, I'll show you a picture right now. Yeah, and if you're wondering where all these pictures were taken, they were taken, of course before, I said this, I'm gonna say this again, but, before season 1 of chapter 2. Yeah, and they're all taken season X. But anyway, in season 4, there's also a meteor in the middle of Dusty Divot that was being investigated by the government. and they're investigating it and stuff. They're also breaking parts of the meteor. And while that was happening, the villain's base, which was Omega, was taking some samples and stuff. Which were the hop rocks and stuff. Okay, and also sorry if there's a Kevin the Cube. I'm sorry, I kind of put it early, but yeah, Kevin the Cube was part of season 5. It was by cactuses and stuff. And then it became Kevin the Cube, just like that. But anyway, hurrying on season 4. The meteor is breaking more free, and then after that, after season 4 started, there was a meteor crash in certain locations like tilted towers and stuff, but they were like little meteors. But anyway, and came the day where Omega built the thing that I would I don't know what it would cause, but it was the rocket. Then the visitor, which he came out of the meteor from Dusty Divot, was awoken, which was part of the 7 out of the 7 visitors. He was the main one. And then when he came, he went to the villain's base and helped with the rocket. When he was controlling it, hit the rocket everywhere. He couldn't really control it and try to destroy tilted towers. Well, not really. He was trying to do something else, but then missed. And he kept getting teleported by rifts and stuff. And after that, a bunch of stuff were crazy and stuff. And then he took his final hit, blasted off of Loot Lake, and created a big crack in the sky. And then after that, the crack it was beginning to get bigger and bigger, all of a sudden and stuff. Yeah. Then came season 5, a bunch of new locations. Yeah, and these are the locations: Lazy Links, Paradise Palms, and Viking Village. And I had to slow down the gameplay because it was already almost half season 6 of one of the pictures. It was already almost here. Anyways, there was also stuff like, it was crazy stuff. Misty Mire got changed into Paradise Palms and stuff. Mainly, it wasn't that big of a season. It also brought in Kevin the Cube. Yeah, a bunch of cool stuff that it brought in. But on to like the actual stuff. So, the season had it had Wonder Tears again. It had Drift. It had it had Drift. It had Sunstrider. It had Rook. It had Sledgehammer. It had Ragnarok. And there was, yeah, I keep forgetting like a lot of the skins. I know there's one more skin. Whatever the other skin was that you would start with. Yeah, whatever it would probably be cool, but I don't know if it was cool. But anyway, then after that, after the Kevin the Cube, he kept moving around to certain locations, creating the ruins on the map. Yeah, stuff like that. And then at Loot Lake, he synced into Loot Lake on his final move. People would call him Danos Lake or the Grape Lake or something. Yeah. And it was a bouncy lake where, yeah, which all you could do was like bounce and stuff. The water turned into that. But yeah. And there was also some skins that would probably be like, that people would probably think, like, people thought that what the trailer was gonna be for season 6 was that like the whole entire lake was gonna get drained up, then Kevin the Cube was gonna come back, and then well, actually I can't explain that because we're already at season 6, but now in season 6 was when was when the floating island appeared. Ignore that the picture is the season 10 floating island. I never took a picture of the OG floating island. But in season 6, the trail of Sunset Rider and Suntan Specialists in this island arrives from Loot Lake. It was moving around from locations from Loot Lake, and it was actually going back to all the ruins and collecting some stuff. It was collecting its ruins, like gaining power from it, which gave him more power, which started spawning these cube things in it. And then like it kept doing it, it kept moving and stuff. Moved to Retail Row, moved to Greasy, yeah, moved to Lazy Links, and then after that, after I was done with Dusty Divot, it moved back to its spot where at that time was not the event yet, but a trailer of something that we've had last year. It's 2017 and 2018. It was called Fortnite, and what happened basically, the floating island shot into the air, and also then after it shot into the air, it created like a black, well, not really a black hole, but like a purple portal. And then after that, after the portal arrives, and when the Balbus came in, the whole island exploded into 3 pieces, except for Kevin the Cube. It released throughout the whole entire island cube monsters, or like they call it, I don't know. They would call it fiends and stuff, and brutes and stuff. Yeah, that's what they would call them. But anyways, with the stuff being like that, there was the zombies were getting pretty annoying. Streamers were starting to hate them, and there was also skins that was part of that, which were Deadfire and Calamity. Oh yeah, the battle pass, it had Deadfire. No, not Deadfire, but it had Calamity. It also had Dire. It had Fable. It had the female Tomato Head. Yeah, it had skins like that. But anyways, during season 6, there was also some OG remaking. I don't know if it was getting constructed by that time, but one of the 1x1 buildings that the cube destroyed, yeah, it's starting to get rebuilt, and it wasn't really that popular, but until people started noticing it, yeah, because small Easter eggs are popular. But anyway, basically after that happened, I keep forgetting. Oh yeah, later on, the cube started cracking, and yeah, and there was also stuff like well, mostly nothing else, except for like in Fortnite, they released stuff in playground mode called challenge games, where there would be these things in the sky, where they would have these game modes like this pirate battle royale. There was a wooden metal one. There was a spiky stadium. If you don't remember what it is, it's a arena, which would have vending machines with impulses and stuff. Yeah, and there was also a race challenge, a building challenge, yeah, and a combat challenge as well. And there's basically a lot of cool stuff inside game. And but then with Kevin the Cube, when his final drop, he started draining his juice into the Loot Lake's whirlpool, and then on the final drop at 2 a.m. Sunday, on I don't remember what day, but I'm pretty sure it was December 6th, maybe. No, because that was season 7. But it was someday. But on that day, whatever day it was, I'm pretty sure. Actually, yeah, November 31st. I'm pretty sure. But the Kevin the Cube dropped his final juice, and then started spinning and spinning until this part that I'm going to tell you guys is actually combined with Season X and stuff. It took us to where it was called the In-Between, which paused the singularity from trying to do anything, and also forgot that she left her helmet in the In-Between, and yeah, and there was also and also in that place was where the visitor was actually left in. Because when the rocket it was going, it went inside, and then after that, when we left it in between by the butterfly, we got Loot Lake, but it was a whole entire new island. But then when we looked far, we saw iceberg. It started getting closer and closer until season 7 started, which yeah, it was a pretty cool season. Yeah, here was a picture of all the snow. I'm not gonna show you all of it because it's greasy. But yeah, locations like Greasy and Slush Factory and stuff were all covered in snow. Yeah, it was pretty popular until the planes were ruining everything. They were pretty annoying, so Fortnite kept nerfing them and nerfing them and nerfing them, but they still kept being annoying to the game. So yeah, and the skins that there were Lynx, Zenith, there was also there was the Ice King, there was Powder, and there was more skins. It was the same exact thing. Old usual stuff, V-Bucks and stuff from the Battle Pass. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. But anyways, with the season 7 storyline was basically a whole new snow area and stuff like that. Yeah, it had locations like Frosty Flights and stuff, Polar Peak, and also Happy Hamlet. So basically right now, so stuff were happening. Like Polar Peak was like, it was like a 10% unfrozen iceberg that we saw in season 6. But then we realized that there was more parts of it because people could go to Dieter mode, replay mode, and go like under it and stuff. Like they could go like try look under the snow, and they could see the library. And then Polar Peak started melting in until the whole entire castle melted. And then we discovered like this little iceberg area inside. Yeah, we didn't know what it was basically for, but it was for something. But inside it kept melting, like basically nothing was happening until with the season until the Ice King woke up. And then when the Ice King woke up, he started going outside and creating his own spear. So then after that came the season 7 event. Sorry it's so quick, but in the event the Ice King created he created a whole new like it was like kind of like a boring event. Like basically the event only was like just like December 25th, where I'm pretty sure on that day was the 14 days of Fortnite. Every day there would be a new item to earn, like laser beams, pet, and stuff. Yeet. Anyway, yeah, and then after that he was swirling, created a big spirit of itself, a larger version, and covered a whole entire map in snow for a few days until one man melted out of the iceberg thing, and then he made his journey across, and then later he went to Paradise Palms to he wanted to heal himself. Like he was basically like all frozen, so he tried to unfreeze himself. So he went to the top of the polar peak in one of the floors and picked up the key, and then perfectly fit it inside his lock. And then after that, it opened his chain so that way he could see now. And then went to Paradise Palms to use a campfire and got a little firepower on himself. And then after that, we were all wondering why a Wailing Woods was like burning and stuff. It was like all like weird and burning. Like basically, it was like, I don't know, but. And when the Fire King went there, he did his own ritual and became himself. And was that? And also, all the snow was melted. Some of the snow that was originally started with actually melted. And yeah, and now we move on to Season 8. Before we do that, I want to show you guys a sad clip in Call of Duty. This is the beloved only living pig in Call of Duty. Anyway, this house was like in Season 6 there was the Three Little Pigs house. It was basically like each season from Season 6, like in Season 7 stuff, each house would get removed, and yeah, the Greasy and the Lazy Links one were, yeah, they were basically gone. Lazy Links was replaced with Lazy Lagoon right here. That's the location. There is also locations like the volcano, Sunny Steps, yeah, stuff like that. Oh yeah, Season 7 had more new locations than the other thing. But in Season 8 was it was a pretty cool season. It had skins like and some new skins, like basically the Season 8 skins were Ember, Master Key. There was also Blackheart, Peely, which was a fan favorite from a lot of people. There was Hybrid, and yeah, there was more skins, stuff like that. I don't know why I keep saying stuff like that. And for tier 100, oh yeah, it was Lux. Yeah, but anyway, basically Season 8 had a lot of stuff. So basically, a lot of the stuff that happened was that there was the volcano. It was like it would send you inside the air. Like you were able to basically fly in it and stuff like that. But then there's also every time you're fooled by Epic, that Tilted Towers is going to get destroyed, but it never got destroyed. But yeah, then like a few days passed on and stuff like that. I added some cool items like the reboot van, boomboat, and then weird stuff started happening. So the government went right next to Paradise Palms and dug up like an excavation site. And when they were digging it up, they also find some stuff like a geyser and stuff. But mainly we had to help dig it up by pickaxing it and stuff. And then after we pickaxed it a lot of times, after we pickaxed it a lot of times, it finally revealed everything. and then after that, the government went back to its old location. Oh yeah, I almost forgot to mention that season 5, trees were covered in Dusty Divot, and it wasn't that popular anymore. And Dusty Depot turned to Dusty Diner. But yeah, the government went back to Dusty Divot to check their site. And one day it went back to Dusty. One day it went back to it. Well, actually, no. Why I say But one day it went back to Dusty Divot, and as soon as we were all done digging up, a huge bunch of lava appeared. There was a glitch where people, if they had a baller or actually no, any type of vehicle and went inside the lava, you would fully sink inside, and yeah, you'd be like God mode, except for if the storm was like outside of that. But yeah, it was I don't know how to explain, but it was I don't know. Also, while that was happening, each dig site that we dug was making the volcano. Or actually, no, it wasn't. We'll talk about that later in season 8. But then we move on to the final dig site, which we still probably think we still wonder about it. We wondered about it until it got sucked up in season X. But basically in season 8, after that final thing was dug up by us, we found like a metal bunker. We didn't know what it was for until the government did final site, which was inside Loot Lake. They dug up everything, Kevin the Cube parts and grass, and found a big vault. They made a big site there to investigate and stuff like that. And then after that, there was these things of ruins, not the season 6 ruins, but these ruins were moving around the map. The first one was moving around the map and stuff. We had to keep pickaxing it for it to move, and then when it got to its location, it powered the vault up. And then after that, the volcano was getting like steamier and stuff. Then we had one that had to shoot with lasers. When we completed it, well, yeah, you had to aim 3 lasers directly at the ruin when it got up. Yeah. And then after when I went back in, the volcano was getting even more steamier. Then when we did one that we had to go to the square area, and there was like the wall was broken. We would have to dance until the thing was full, and then it would open in the vault. And I'm pretty sure that was all the stuff. I'm pretty sure. And then after that, we had our event, and the volcano was even more steamier. We had our event that basically what happened was that the vault was opened, and what it led to was the in-between again. When we were inside it, we could pick from 6 weapons to unvault. Everyone chose the drum gun, including me. Yeah, it was a pretty good weapon until Fortnite kept nerfing it. But what we also saw on the desk, it's not really that important until like later in season 9, was Singularity's helmet, what she left. And yeah, that's the thing that she left accidentally. But yeah, then after that, we saw the most important thing, which was the Nexus Orb. Basically what this is the time and the control of space. And yeah, it was basically part of a lot of stuff. Then in season 8, basically after I kicked us out of the vault, the shower was real. The meteor shower or did a lot of stuff. It opened it in five meteors are coming. One of the meteors hit Retail Row, and then another meteor hits Polar Peak, which cracked it. And after that, the final three meteors hit what we never thought of, Tilted Towers. They finally got us with a thing, but it was basically. But then after that, everything was in ruins. We also had a skin called Ruin, by the way. And yeah, during that time, it was also a funny moment because I forgot to tell you guys that in season 4, this one building kept getting destroyed every time and then rebuilt every time and stuff. It kept getting destroyed and destroyed. But then when oh yeah, when the it's hard for me to explain. It's kind of hard for me to think.